What's going on, everybody? It's SJG, and big news on a Saturday, June 1st, for basketball. Not football, not baseball, but basketball. Winston-Salem State University head coach Cleo Hill Jr. is taking his talents to Division I. That's right, the three-time CIAA champion is heading to the MEAC. He's going to be taking over at Maryland Eastern Shore. Now, you might have remembered, and if you haven't, you can go to HBCUGameday.com and read about it. Jason Crafton was relieved of his duties earlier after the season. And, we hadn't heard much about who was going to replace him. Now we see why. Cleo Hill Jr. previously coached at Shaw University, and before that at Cheney University. He was a basketball player at North Carolina Central, and he is the son of Cleo Hill Sr., who was one of the first players from an HBCU to be drafted in the first round of the NBA draft. He had a very successful tenure at WSSU. He was hired back in 2018, just over 6 years ago. He coached the Rams for 5 seasons, led them to 2 CIAA titles. He led them to multiple 20-win seasons. Over his last 3 years, WSSU has won 59 games, just right at 20 games a year, including the 2023 CIAA championship. They also won it back in 2020. Didn't get a chance to defend it in 2021 because of COVID-19 shutting down Division II basketball, well, at least the CIAA. So Cleo Hill Jr. goes from one of the most storied programs in HBCU basketball history to a Maryland Eastern Shore program that has a storied history as well, but most of that was back when it was in the CIAA and in the early part of the MEAC. Since it's become a Division I school, Maryland Eastern Shore has been toughest places to win as a head coach. They have only a total of 4 winning seasons since 1974, 1975. So Cleo Hill has his work cut out for him. Bobby Collins, another former WSSU coach, he went there as well about a decade ago, was able to stay for 4 years, but they just have not had a sustained winning culture over at Maryland Eastern Shore. They don't have a football team. They are in a rural area of Maryland, and it's tough, and they have one of the lowest budgets in NCAA Division I basketball. But Maryland Eastern Shore has put their hands and their hope in Cleo Hill Jr., so we'll see what he's able to do. For Winston-Salem State University, they have to hurry up and find a new basketball coach. Eric Wilson is the acting head coach over at WSSU. He was on Cleo Hill's staff, and he has had a lot of success as an assistant. It'll be interesting to see what WSSU does going forward. For everything moving forward, make sure you follow HBCUGameday.com for all the details. You guys have a great one, and we'll catch you next time.